Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second game of our doubleheader tonight. We go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for this one. It'll be the Houston Texans, who come in at 2-9. They have the worst record in the league, and they've already been eliminated from the playoffs. Pittsburgh at 6-5. They are currently in first place in the AFC Central with a 6-5 record. One game up on the Bengals and the Colts, who are both 5-6. So it's a big game in the AFC Central for Pittsburgh and for the other teams that are looking up at them in the standings. Anything can happen. The Texans have won 2 games this season, so you never know. All right, let's take a look at the standings. Grando got the last game right. He's 61-40, 21 games over 500. Evil Dead got the last game right. He's 85-61, 24 games over 500. TMG got the last game wrong. He's 6-5, 1 game over 500. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for this one. Texans and Steelers here at Jammin' Sports. You're looking live at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's the Texans and the Steelers. Welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. The Texans at 2-9, the Steelers at 6-5. Steelers in first place in the AFC Central by a game over the Bengals and the Colts. Evil Dead has got the Steelers in this one. TMG has got the Texans in this one. We haven't heard from Grando yet. Aaron from the 2-yard line. Donovan Aaron brings it back. And Aaron out to the 32-yard line. And that's where Houston will set up shop, 1st and 10. Okay, Misty's got Houston. Starting quarterback for the Houston Texans, the rookie out of Michigan, Davis Warren. Drafted in the 2nd round. And the Texans will get the ball first. They'll start from their own 32-yard line. Not a bad day here in Pittsburgh. Game time temperature right at 51 degrees. Partly cloudy. Not a bad day. For late November, not a bad day. 4 wide for the Texans. Warren in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Warren hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson gets taken down for no gain. Let's take a look at the Houston offense. Up front, Jackson, Parker, Benson, Hawkins, and Bridge. And then it's Hayes, Sanders, Henderson, Sims, and Welch. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Here at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Texans come out 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren hands off to Travion Henderson, and Henderson goes down after a 2-yard gain. Let's take a look at the Steelers' defense. They play a 3-4. Hayward, Thomas, and Childs up front. Linebackers, Brand, Burns, Whiteside, and Garrison. And the secondary for the Steelers, Craven, Miller, DeRise, and Aaron. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Texans now at their own 34-yard line, trying to avoid going 3 and out on the opening drive. Houston comes out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws. Caught by Sims. Scott Sims, the tight end. And that'll be a gain of 17 to the Steeler 49-yard line. The third-year tight end out of Dartmouth. First down, Houston. Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh sits at the banks of the confluence, the Allegheny and the Monongahela rivers, forming the Ohio River right outside the stadium here. First and 10 from the 49 of the Steelers. Houston in the offset eye. Warren fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Welsh. And DJ Welsh, the fourth-year receiver out of Arizona State, down to the 29, a gain of 20. First down, Houston. Nice opening drive by the Texans. Nice opening drive by Houston, who has the worst record in the league at 2-9. They're the only team that's been mathematically eliminated so far. On first and 10, Houston comes out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws near side. Caught by Welsh. And DJ Welsh down to the 14. That's a 15-yard gain and another Houston first down. The Texans 2 wins. They beat Arizona earlier in the season. And then I'm trying to remember who else they beat. It was rather recently. They beat New England 15-14 back in week 10. They're only 2 wins. First and 10 at the Steeler 14-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Sims in motion. Warren going to take it himself. And Davis Warren down to the 11-yard line, a gain of 3, before being tackled by number 95, Cam Hayward, the 12th-year defensive end out of Ohio State. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Texans at the Steeler 11-yard line. Evil Dead's got Pittsburgh. TMG's got Houston. We never heard from Grando. On 2nd and 7, Warren looking. Warren throws, caught by Sims. And Sims down to the 5, a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. And Misty's got what, Houston? Okay. Yep, Misty and Evil Dead looking for the upset. Third and 1 from the 5-yard line. The Steelers have yet to touch the football. Warren in the shotgun, back to throw. Warren looking. Warren throws, caught by Hayes. Touchdown, Houston. Xavier Hayes, the 5th-year receiver out of Arizona State, on the touchdown catch. And the Texans take a 6-0 lead. Nice opening drive by Houston. Yeah, TMG took Houston. Evil Dead took the Steelers. That's right. I want to make sure I got that right. I think I had it backwards earlier. Because TMG can't bring himself to pick Pittsburgh. And now John Kim will come on for the extra point, the rookie kicker out of Michigan State. Nice opening drive by the Texans to take a 6-0 lead. Looking for the upset. And this would be a major upset. The extra point. Kick is up by Kim, and it's good. And the Texans lead at 7-0. 4:26 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Yeah, the AFC Central is weak this season. I mean, I'll tell you the standings. Pittsburgh is 6-5 in first place at 6-5. Indianapolis and Cincinnati are 1 game back at 5-6, and Cleveland 2 games back at 4-7. Yeah, no playoffs for the Texans. They've been eliminated already. Houston just playing out the string. The only team so far that's been eliminated. And now Kim will kick off. From the goal line, Craven over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Jake Craven out to the 28-yard line. And that's where Pittsburgh will have it, 1st and 10. I don't think so, Davis. They would have to run the table and get to 9 and 7. Tony McAvenue, the third-year quarterback out of Washington State. The Patriots are 4 and 7. And they still have 2 games with the Jets. One this week and one in 2 weeks. I don't see them even making the playoffs, to be honest with you. If you missed the earlier game, the Dolphins held on to beat the Ravens 17-9. Miami now 6 and 6, and the Ravens dropped to 5 and 7. 1st and 10 from the 28. McAvenue under center. McAvenue hands off to Marshall, and Mike Marshall, the 4th-year back out of Cal, out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kerry Cameron on the tackle, 8th-year linebacker out of Mississippi State. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the first. I'm not hating, I'm just telling you the facts. Facts don't care how you feel. McAvenue in the shotgun, back to throw. Throws down the middle, caught by Brent Roper across midfield. And Roper to the 44-yard line. A 22-yard gain by the big tight end in his 4th year out of Utah. Kevin Potter, the former Dolphin, on the tackle in his 4th year out of Washington. TMG wants Pittsburgh to lose so the Bengals can catch them in the standings. The Bengals play the Giants later this week. In fact, I think they play them tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Steelers come out in the eye. McAvenue under center. McAvenue, play action. Watch out. Gets sacked. Back at the 47. A loss of 9 on the sack. Kevin Harris making the sack, the 5th-year defensive end out of Tennessee State. Yeah, you've made that known, TMG. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Steelers. He's for Houston. TMG is for Houston. Evil Dead is for Pittsburgh. TMG is for Houston. Yeah, you're for Houston. 2nd and 19 from the 47-yard line. 3 minutes left in the first. McAvenue hands off to Marshall. And Mike Marshall gets a yard out to the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 18. Here's the Steeler offense. Up front, Griffin, Santiago, Ben, Washington, and Coleman. And then it's Shanklin, Rushing, Marshall, Roper, and Terrell. 3rd and 18 for the Steelers at their own 48-yard line. Houston up 7-0. 2:40 left here in the first quarter. Big 3rd down for Pittsburgh. Steelers come out 4 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue drops back. McAvenue, he's got time. He steps up. He throws. Dumps it off to Marshall. He can't hold on. That was broken up by the linebacker, Zach Martin, in his 7th year out of Montana. And that'll bring up 4th and 18. And the Steeler drive stalls out. They'll have to punt. So the Texans score a touchdown on their opening drive, and Pittsburgh will punt. Cody Meyer gets the punt away. Inside the 5. Nice punt. Out of bounds at the 3. Meyer in his 11th year out of North Dakota State puts one out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And that's where Houston will take over, 1st and 10. Going the other way, up 7-0. Live from Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Week 12, here at Jammin' Sports. Houston at 2-9, Pittsburgh at 6-5. The Goodyear blimp, Columbia in the sky. Watching this one. 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. Davis Warren under center. Warren hands off to Travion Henderson. And Henderson makes his way out to the 5, a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Travis Thomas, 5th-year defensive tackle out of Tennessee State. It'll be 2nd and 8. Houston from their own 5, under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Texans come out 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren fakes the handoff from his end zone, steps up, throws, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Xavier Hayes. He was out of bounds. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 8 for the Texans at their own 5. Houston comes out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun from his end zone. Warren fakes the handoff. Throws deep down the sideline. Jump ball incomplete. The ball was underthrown, and it was broken up by Donovan Hawkins, the 4th-year defensive back out of Stanford. Donovan Aaron, the intended receiver, in his 5th year out of Southern Miss. So the Steelers defense gets a stop. Houston will punt from their own end zone. Pittsburgh should get pretty good field position out of this. Justin Polk gets the punt away. It'll be fielded by Craven across the 50, and Craven to the Texan 48-yard line. Jake Craven on the return in his 7th year out of Ohio State. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh at the Houston 48-yard line. 1:31 left to play here in the first quarter. Here at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Week 12. Here at Jammin' Sports. Steelers come out. 4 receivers out wide. McAvenue in the shotgun, 1st and 10. McAvenue throws, caught by Roper, and Brent Roper breaks away inside the 10, and he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. A 42-yard catch and run by Brent Roper, the 4th-year tight end out of Utah. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh at the 4-yard line. For a moment there, I thought Roper might score. Ray Thomas, the 8th-year safety out of Iowa, comes up and makes the tackle. 1st and goal, Steelers now. They can tie the game up. They have it at the Houston 6-yard line. Pittsburgh comes out in the eye. McAvenue under center. Berry in motion. McAvenue hands off to Mike Marshall. And Marshall picks up 2 to the 4-yard line. Let's take a look at the Houston defense. They play a 3-4. Terrell, Mitchum, and Harris up front. Linebackers, Smith, Martin, Cameron, and Gentry. And the secondary for Houston, Morgan, Potter, Thomas, and Roberts. 2nd and goal for the Steelers at the 4-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Steelers come out 4 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue looking, throws, caught by Roper. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Brent Roper. And the Steelers can tie it up with the extra point. Nice drive by Pittsburgh. He is a big tight end. He's like 6'6", almost 6'7". He's tall. He's big too. And now Garrett Brown for the extra point. The 3rd-year kicker out of Penn State. Kick is up. And it's good. Texans Steelers tied at 7. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Who do they play next week? Pittsburgh will play at New England next week. And Houston will host the Bengals next week. The Bengals play the Giants. In fact, let me tell you about tomorrow, our doubleheader. It'll be the Giants and the Bengals, and that'll be followed by the Browns and the Colts. And that, instead of starting at 8 tomorrow, it's going to start at 8:30 Eastern. I need a little bit of time tomorrow. There's the kick from about the 3-yard line. Justice brings it back over the 20-25, and Justice out to the 29-yard line. Deshaun Justice. We're going to start our doubleheader tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern instead of 8. I need the extra time tomorrow. But we'll still have 2 games. It'll be the Giants and the Bengals, and the Browns and the Colts. We hope you join us tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central Time. And if you're out west, 5:30 Pacific. 1st and 10. Warren in the shotgun for the Texans. Sims in motion. Warren hands off to Travion Henderson up the middle, and Travion out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 13. The rookie running back out of Ohio State. That was Houston's first-round draft pick. And that'll be a Houston first down. Steelers and Texans are tied at 7 here late in the first quarter. On a rather nice day in Pittsburgh for late November. Down to 20 seconds. Texans come out. 3 to the far side. Warren in the shotgun. Warren drops back. Warren throws, and incomplete. Broken up by number 28, Donovan Hawkins, the defensive back. The intended receiver was Donovan Allen for the Texans. It'll be 2nd and 10. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. This should be the last play of the first quarter. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Throws near side. Incomplete. 1 second left. He was looking for Xavier Hayes. Ben DeRise, the safety, was all over him. The 6th-year safety out of New Mexico State. And now with 1 second left in the first quarter, be 3rd and 10 for Houston. 4 receivers wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws near side. Welsh can't hold on. At the end of the first quarter, we're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We go to the second quarter. Texans and Steelers tied at 7. As we start quarter number 2, it'll be 4th and 10 for the Texans at their own 41. They'll punt. Justin Polk will come on to punt. This will give Pittsburgh a chance to take the lead. As Polk gets the punt away. Inside the 10, a nice punt. Down at the 7-yard line. And that's where the Steelers will take over 1st and 10. Some highlights. Brent Roper, he had a big first quarter. He caught the touchdown for Pittsburgh. And that was the 42-yard play that set up the touchdown. The 4th-year tight end out of Utah. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh from their own 7. 7:53 left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7. Texans playing tough so far. Tony McAvenue, the quarterback, under center on 1st and 10. Kenneth Berry, the tight end, in motion. McAvenue to Marshall, and Mike Marshall out to the 14, a gain of 7. The 4th year back out of California, Berkeley. A gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3 for the Steelers. Jimmy Jam with TMG. I think Davis is still here. Grando has not checked in since the first game. He didn't give me a pick for this one. On 2nd and 3 from the 14-yard line. 4 wide, McAvenue back. Throws, and his receiver wasn't looking. He was looking for Roper, hit him in the back of the helmet. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 3. At some point, you got to turn around and look back at the quarterback. Davis says, kill them. Referring to the Texans. He doesn't like them. 3rd and 3 from the 14-yard line. McAvenue hands off to Marshall. Gets the first down. A big gain for Mike Marshall. Out to the 32. A gain of 18. First down, Pittsburgh. Right on cue, Davis. You said kill them. And he rips one off for 18 yards. Davis told me why he doesn't like Denver, but he's never told me why he doesn't like Houston. I know he doesn't like everybody else in the AFC East because he's a Patriot fan, but why don't you like Houston? 1st and 10, Steelers at their own 32-yard line. Under 7 minutes left in the half. McAvenue to Marshall, and Marshall gets hit in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards. Eric Gentry, the rookie linebacker out of USC, comes in and makes the tackle. A loss of 3 yards, be 2nd and 13. What? Because he doesn't want to? That's his only reason? No, he hasn't liked the Texans for a long time, and I really don't know why. 2nd and 13 from the 29-yard line. And Misty has checked in, even though she's sitting 5 feet behind me. 2nd and 13 from the 29. McAvenue under center. McAvenue to Marshall again. And Marshall picks up 2 yards out to the 31-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 11. Big 3rd down coming up for the Steelers. We're tied at 7 as we're at the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Steelers come out 4 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. Throws deep. Caught by Goodwin. James Goodwin out to the 48. A gain of 17. The 4th-year receiver out of the University of Washington. Toby Roberts on the tackle. The 11th-year defensive back out of Florida State. Missy says it's past her bedtime. 8:52 Central Time. Because of that game. Are you talking all the way back? Are you talking about all the way back in Sim Season 26 when the Texans beat the Patriots in the playoffs? McAvenue. And that ball got broken up inadvertently by the linebacker, Eric Smith. It hit him in the back of the helmet. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think that's it, Davis. You're right. I remember now. All the way back in Sim Season 26 in the divisional playoff, the Texans beat the Patriots. I remember that. 2nd and 10. McAvenue to Rushing this time, and Cody Rushing fumbles. Rushing coughs it up, and the Texans recover at their own 49-yard line. Well, that was 10 seasons ago, Davis. That's quite a grudge. Somebody came flying in there. Eric Smith recovers the loose football. Who made the hit? Number 54, Kerry Cameron, the 8th-year linebacker out of Mississippi State. And the Steelers cough it up, and Houston gets it back. TMG likes that. I remember that season. The very next week, The Texans lost in the AFC Championship to the Seahawks, which I had in the AFC at that time. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Seahawks are back in the NFC where they belong. On 1st and 10, Warren hands off to Henderson, and Travion Henderson out to the 43, a gain of 6. Make it a gain of 8. I was way off. Jake Craven on the tackle. In his 7th year out of Ohio State. The reason I was off by 2 yards, I had them on the wrong side of the 50-yard line. 2nd and 2 from the 43. We're at 5 minutes left in the half. We're tied at 7. Surprisingly tied at 7. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren fakes the handoff. Throws. And it's caught. Nope, not caught. Xavier Hayes can't hold on as Jake Craven came up and knocked it away. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. If the Texans win, that makes both games tomorrow very, very interesting. Because if the Steelers win and the Bengals beat the Giants and the Colts beat the Browns, there'll be a 3-way tie for first in the AFC Central. Somebody jumped on 3rd and 2. It may be the Steelers, I think.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
It's on the defense. It's on Pittsburgh. And that's going to be a 1st down, a 5-yard penalty. Nate Childs jumped the gun. 1st and 10 at the Steeler 38-yard line. Tomorrow's doubleheader involves the other 2 teams that are chasing Pittsburgh. We'll have the Giants at the Bengals. That'll be the first game. And then we'll have the Browns and the Colts. And tomorrow's doubleheader starts a half hour later, 8:30 Eastern tomorrow. Just so you know. 1st and 10. That way if you show up at 8 and you don't see me, you're like going, hey, where'd he go? In the I formation on 1st and 10. Warren fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Warren in trouble, and he's going to get sacked back at the 50-yard line. A loss of 12 yards. Travis Thomas, the defensive tackle, on the sack. A loss of 12. It'll be 2nd and 22. Oh, hell no. That ain't going to fly. That ain't going to fly. That has to get by the fair board. They're not going to approve that. 2nd and 22 from the 50-yard line. And why is that something that has to be celebrated? Heterosexual people don't have straight day. I mean, come on. It's stupid. Second and 22 from midfield. 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws down the sideline. Jump ball incomplete. The intended receiver was number 82. That's Cam Robinson, the 2nd-year receiver out of Tennessee. But he was surrounded by a couple of Steelers. Donovan Hawkins knocks it away. And Michael Miller, the safety, was there also. 3rd and 22 for Houston from midfield. 4:38 left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Davis Warren, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Warren back. Warren throws deep. Caught by Hayes. Perfect pass. Xavier Hayes down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 27 yards and a 1st down for Houston. Xavier Hayes. Alex plays for Miami. Xavier, the 5th-year receiver out of Arizona State. 27 yards. That'll be a Houston 1st down. Yeah, it worked this time. That was a perfect throw by Davis Warren, the rookie quarterback out of Michigan. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Warren under center. Warren hands off to Travion Henderson. And Henderson's going to lose a yard back to the 24. Eldon Burns, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 5th year out of UNLV. Under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Now they say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. On 2nd down. They hand off to Henderson again. Henderson picks up 2 down to the 22-yard line. Well, make it a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Eldon Burns on the tackle again for the Steelers. 3:25 and counting. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning soon. Houston in field goal range, trying to retake the lead. Warren in the shotgun on 3rd down. Warren draws back. Warren rolls out. And Warren throws, dumps it off to Scott Sims down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, but he's going to be shy of the first down. Scott Sims, the 3rd-year tight end out of Dartmouth, the Ivy Leaguer. So Houston will try a field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt by John Kim, the rookie out of Michigan State. From 34 yards. Snap, kick is up. Kick is no good. It hit the upright. It hit the left upright and bounced out. He missed it from 34. Watch the replay. He doinked it as it hit the left upright. It remains a tie game at 7 as Houston comes up empty. And now the Steelers will take over at their own 34-yard line, or 24-yard line. 2:53 left to play here in the first half. Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Week 12, here at Jammin' Sports. The Texans at 2-9, the Steelers at 6-5. Pittsburgh comes out in the offset eye. McAvenue under center. McAvenue, play action, throws, caught by Terrell, out to the 44-yard line. Eddie Terrell, the 2nd-year receiver out of North Carolina State. A gain of 20 and a Pittsburgh first down. Steelers looking to take the lead before halftime. .235 and counting as we're closing in on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Steelers come out in the eye. McAvenue under center. McAvenue to Marshall, and Mike Marshall gets taken down for no gain as Eric Gentry, the linebacker, made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10. As we watch the replay, Eric Gentry, the rookie linebacker out of USC from college football 25. And I believe that will probably take us to the 2-minute warning. And it will. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back. It's called Acrisure Stadium now. It used to be called Heinz Field. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. The Texans and the Steelers are tied at 7. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh at their own 44-yard line. Steelers come out. 4 receivers wide. McAvenue in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. McAvenue drops back. McAvenue throws, and it's caught by Eddie Terrell out to the 44-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh. They stay in the hurry up. 5 receivers wide. McAvenue back. McAvenue throws deep, and it's nearly picked off. Broken up by the linebacker, Kerry Cameron. Oh, he should have caught that one. They were looking for Ron Shanklin, the 9th-year receiver out of Oregon State. My goodness. Cameron should have caught that. Second and 10 from the 44-yard line. 5 wide for the Steelers. McAvenue in the shotgun. Second and 10. McAvenue back. Throws. Caught by Kenneth Berry. And Berry, I think it's going to be a face mask. Berry gets the first down. The 3rd-year tight end out of Nevada. And tack on 15 more yards as they get Houston for the face mask. The linebacker there, Zach Martin. And that's going to put the Steelers at the 16-yard line. They're in field goal range. Pittsburgh will get the ball first in the second half, so keep that in mind. They can get a twofer. Score right before half and right after half. Pittsburgh at the Houston 16-yard line. 1:38 left here in the first half. We're tied at 7. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue drops back. Throws. Caught by Shanklin. Nope, incomplete. Yes, he did catch it. I'm sorry. Good for 8 yards. Down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2. I thought he dropped it there for a moment. On the tackle, number 26 for the Texans, Xavier Morgan, in his 2nd year out of West Carolina. 2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line. 4 wide for Pittsburgh. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue drops back. McAvenue looking, throws back to the end zone, incomplete. Just threw it away. That'll stop the clock with 1:03 left. Here in the half, it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 8-yard line. On 3rd down, Steelers come out, everybody in tight. McAvenue under center on 3rd and 2. McAvenue back, throws, and it's intercepted by Toby Roberts. And the Steelers come up empty. They were looking for Ron Shanklin, but Roberts picks it off. The 11th year defensive back out of Florida State. And the Steelers come up empty. And we remain tied at 7. Wow. Nice play by Roberts. It'll be a touchback. And the Texans will have it at the 20-yard line. Houston, they still have 3 timeouts. Not a whole lot of time, though. 59 seconds. They might be able to score before halftime. We'll see. That ends a Steeler drive rather abruptly. 1st and 10, Houston at their own 20. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws and is caught by Donovan Aaron out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Houston. They take a timeout with 54 seconds left. The Texans have hung with the Steelers here in the first half. The Texans at 2-9. They've been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs already. They have the worst record in the league, but they're hanging with Pittsburgh. We're tied at 7. 1st and 10 for the Texans at their own 31-yard line. 54 seconds left in the half. Now, I'll give discredit where credit's due. The Steelers have not been playing particularly well today. 1st and 10 from the 31. Warren draws back. Warren looking, rolls out, and Warren's going to take off. And he gets out to the 36, a gain of 5. Davis Warren, the rookie out of Michigan. And the Texans take a timeout. They have 1 left. 45 seconds left here in the first half. Misty says she can't believe she's still up. It's past 9 o'clock Central. Why are you still up? Misty's usually in bed by 7:30. She gets up like at 6 almost every day, it seems like. 2nd and 5 from the 36-yard line. Me, on the other hand, I like to go to bed around midnight and get up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. Warren draws back. Warren throws outside, caught by Sims. And Scott Sims picks up a couple of yards out to the 38. On the tackle, Michael Miller, the 7th-year safety out of Florida State. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Clock is moving, I think. 30 seconds. Texans not taking the timeout, even though they have one left. Scott Sims, the 3rd-year tight end out of Dartmouth, the Ivy League school. We're down to 27 seconds. I've got a lot of Ivy Leaguers on these rosters. I mean, a lot. 3rd and 2. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws near side. Caught by Xavier Hayes out to the 49-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 13 to the Steeler 49. The Texans take their final timeout with 8 seconds left in the half. We're still tied at 7. Well, they're out of timeouts. Their only recourse here now is to throw a Hail Mary, unless they can get one quickly downfield and get out of bounds and set up a field goal. Pittsburgh will get the second half kickoff. A surprisingly close ball game. On 1st and 10 from the Steeler 49, the Texans are going to line up for the Hail Mary. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws near side, caught by Henderson, and he does not get out of bounds. And we'll go to halftime. Halftime score, Houston 7, Pittsburgh 7, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We get set to start the second half. The 2-9 Texans, the 6-5 Steelers. We're tied at 7. And Pittsburgh will get the ball first here in the second half. John Kim, the only Korean in the league, will kick off. I'll let you tell, Grace. There's the kickoff by Kim. A yard deep, Cody Rushing out over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Rushing on the return out to the 25-yard line. Rushing in his 5th year out of Hawaii. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh at their own 25 in a tie ball game. Tony McAvenue comes back out. His numbers on the day so far. The 3rd-year quarterback out of Washington State. Pittsburgh currently with a 1-game lead in the AFC Central over both the Bengals and the Colts. In a very weak division. The Steelers lead the division with a 6-5 record. 4 wide, McAvenue in the shotgun, 1st and 10. McAvenue to Marshall, and Mike Marshall out to the 29, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the tackle, Zach Martin. He is the younger brother of Ty Martin, who plays for the Vikings. 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Steelers come out in the offset eye. McAvenue under center. McAvenue hands off to Mike Marshall again. And Marshall gets 3 yards out to the 32-yard line. Make it a 2-yard gain. Kerry Cameron on the tackle to bring up 3rd and 4. We're still tied at 7. We've been tied at 7 for a long time. 4 wide for the Steelers. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue draws back. Throws. Caught by Shanklin. Out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 19 by Ron Shanklin. Down to the Houston 49. The 9th-year receiver out of Oregon State. Ray Thomas came up and made the tackle. The 8th-year safety out of Iowa. First down Pittsburgh now in Houston territory. 6:40 left in the third quarter. Steelers on the move. They come out in the eye. McAvenue under center. McAvenue, play action, throws, near side. He overthrew his receiver. Incomplete. He was looking for Mike Marshall out of the backfield to be 2nd and 10. Actually, he was looking for the fullback, Jackson Gibson, in his 4th year out of Fresno State. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Steelers come out. McAvenue under center. McAvenue fakes the handoff. Throws deep. And Shanklin holds on for the touchdown. A 49-yard touchdown catch by Ron Shanklin. He was well covered by Toby Roberts. He just out-jumped him for it. And the Steelers go up 13-7. It came down to who wanted it more. And Shanklin hauls it in. It was a nice throw. I think Roberts misjudged it a little bit. Great adjustment, great catch. And now Garrett Brown for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Steelers lead it 14-7. 6:23 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. Once again tomorrow, it'll be the Giants and the Bengals. And that'll be followed by the Browns and the Colts. And that's going to start a half hour later than we normally start. We'll be starting at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow, 7:30 Central. Misty says she'll start it early. Cody Meyer will kick off for the Steelers. I need the extra half hour because I think I'm going to be running late tomorrow at the station. There's the kick from the goal line. Justice over the 10, 15-20. And Justice out to the 24-yard line. Deshaun Justice in his 4th year out of SMU. And now the starting quarterback, Davis Warren, the rookie out of Michigan, will come back out to lead the Texan offense. 6:19 left here in the third quarter. Steelers have finally broken the tie, 14-7. Let's see if the Houston Texans can tie it back up. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson goes nowhere. He'll lose a yard in the arms of Cameron Hayward. It'll be 2nd and 11. Travion Henderson was Houston's first-round draft pick, the 2nd pick overall in the draft. The rookie out of Ohio State. 2nd and 11 from the 23-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Warren in the shotgun.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Warren draws back. Warren throws, caught by Sims. And Scott Sims out to the 31. A gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 4. So it's 3rd and manageable now for the Texans. Ivory Whiteside on the tackle. The rookie linebacker out of Alabama A&M. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide for the Texans. Warren in the shotgun. 3rd and 4. Warren draws back. Throws. Caught by Donovan Aaron. Out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 9. And a Houston first down. They have 2 receivers named Aaron, so I put a D in front of one of them. The other is Clifton Aaron. He has yet to catch a pass today. That way I can differentiate on the fly. Ivory Whiteside on the tackle there, the linebacker. First down, Houston at their own 40. 5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Pittsburgh up 14-7. Houston comes out in the offset eye. Warren, play action, dumps it outside to Burton, and Burton out to the 41-yard line. That's Taylor Burton, the fullback, in his 11th year out of Kansas State. A gain of just a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ben DeRise, the safety on the tackle. DeRise in his 6th year out of New Mexico State. 4:35 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 41. Texans come out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws. Caught by Sims. And Sims out to the 45, a gain of 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 4:10 and counting. Here in the third quarter. Big third down for Houston. Down by 7. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Throws near side. Caught by Hayes. And second effort, he gets the first down out to the Pittsburgh 48-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Houston. That second effort got him the first down. He was actually pushed forward by Jake Craven when he made the tackle. 3:35 and counting. We're in the third quarter. Steelers up 14-7. Texans on the move. Houston comes out in the offset eye. Warren under center. Warren fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws deep. Caught by Hayes, and Xavier Hayes down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Houston. TMG's liking that. He took Houston in this one. He's hoping the Texans can tie it up. Jake Craven, the defensive back, came over and made the tackle. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Still a tight ball game. 4 wide for Houston. Warren under center. Warren hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson out to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. A big chunk of yardage there on that one. Michael Miller, the safety, came up and made the tackle. In his 7th year out of Florida State. 2nd and 1 from the Pittsburgh 24-yard line. 2:35 and counting. In the third quarter. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. Warren going to take it himself, a quarterback keeper. He gets the first down. He picks up 3 to the 21-yard line. He's not very fast. He runs the 40 in about 14 weeks, but he got the first down. Yeah, he's kind of slow. He's not the fastest quarterback in the world. As we're coming up on 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Texans at the Steeler 21 in the I formation. Warren, play action. Warren steps up, rolls out, and Warren throws. Caught by Clifton Aaron down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 11. There's the other Aaron, the rookie out of Illinois. His first catch on the day. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 10 for Houston. On the tackle, number 28, Donovan Hawkins. Houston now threatening, trying to tie this game up. 150 and counting. Houston comes out. 4 wide, single back. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Sanders. On the carry this time, Courtney Sanders in his 3rd year out of Tennessee. No gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Tyson Powers on the tackle, the 7th-year defensive end out of Alabama. It'll be it's 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. 4 wide for Houston. Warren under center. Warren draws back. Warren looking. Throws. Caught by Hayes. And Xavier Hayes down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Houston trying to punch this one in, as we're coming up on a minute left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Big 3rd down right here. 4 wide for the Texans. 3rd and goal. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Warren steps up, rolls out, takes off, and he's in for the touchdown. They left the middle wide open. And Davis Warren goes in from 3 yards out. And now the Texans are an extra point away from tying this one up again. They left the middle wide open. I could have scored on that one. Let's go Houston, TMG says. And now John Kim will come on for the extra point to tie this one up. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 14. 41 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Live from Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Texans are hanging with Pittsburgh here today. The 2-9 Texans, who have been eliminated from the playoffs already, against the 6-5 Steelers. John Kim will kick off for Houston. This one has been a surprisingly tight game. Unexpectedly so. I thought Pittsburgh would blow them out. There's the kick. From the goal line, Rushing out over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Cody Rushing out to the 32-yard line. Not a bad return for the 5th-year back out of Hawaii. First and 10, Pittsburgh. McAvenue will come back out. His numbers on the day so far. 37 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 14. Have I mentioned who they play next week yet? I can't remember if I did. I'll tell you right after this. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Diaz in motion. McAvenue hands off to Mike Marshall. And Marshall out to the 34. A gain of 2 yards. Here's who they play next week. Pittsburgh's at New England. And Houston will host Cincinnati. I think I did tell you that already, but it's worth repeating. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter, probably. 2nd and 8 for the Steelers at their own 34. They come out 4 wide. McAvenue to Marshall at the middle. And Marshall out to the 42, a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and inches. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Texans and the Steelers were tied at 14 as we start the 4th and final quarter It'll be 30 inches for Pittsburgh at their own 42-yard line. Jimmy Jam along with TMG. Misty's here. I think Davis is still here. On third down, McAvenue under center in the offset eye. McAvenue hands off to Marshall. And Marshall's going to lose 3 yards back to the 39-yard line. Morgan came in on the corner blitz. Xavier Morgan in his second year out of Western Carolina. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Steelers. They'll have to punt. Houston looking for their third win of the season. This would be a major upset. It'd be their first win over a team with a winning record this season. Cody Meyer back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 10, Donovan Aaron brings it back over the 15, 25, out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Houston will take over at their own 31 with 7.5 minutes left in a tie ball game. Davis Warren comes back out. His numbers are decent. No picks for the rookie quarterback out of Michigan. It's been a hard-hitting game, I'll give it that, as we're tied at 14. The Dolphins beat the Ravens 19-7, and that was another defensive game. That was the game right before this one. It's in the video section if you want to check it out. It'll be on YouTube later. First and 10 for the 31. Warren to Henderson. He gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 2. Cam Hayward on the tackle. The 12th year defensive end out of Ohio State. It'll be 2nd and 12. .7:15 and counting. We're tied at 14. Texans trying to score a major upset. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws downfield. It's picked off by Ivory Whiteside, the linebacker. The rookie out of Alabama A&M, back to the 32-yard line. The rookie linebacker makes a big pick for the Steelers. Ivory Whiteside brings it back to the Houston 32-yard line. And the rookie quarterback, Davis Warren, finally makes a mistake. As he threw into coverage, he didn't see Whiteside drifting back. And he makes the pick. And now Tony McAvenue comes back out. Third-year quarterback out of Washington State. And now Pittsburgh can take the lead. 6:55 left, and the Steelers have it at the Houston 32-yard line. That's a big turnover right there. First and 10. Steelers come out. McAvenue under center. McAvenue drops back. He's got time. He's got all day. He needs to get rid of it. He's going to break down here. He throws. Coming back for it is Shanklin at the 9-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 23 yards to Ron Shanklin down to the 9. It'll be first and goal Pittsburgh. He did what receivers are taught to do. If the quarterback's in trouble, run back towards them. He'll find you. First and goal from the 9. 6.5 minutes left in regulation. We're tied at 14. Single back. Just 2 receivers set out wide. McAvenue to Marshall up the middle. And Mike Marshall still on his feet. Finally goes down to 6 to give him forward progress. Out to the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 to be second and goal. Kerry Cameron, the linebacker, on the tackle. As we're coming up on 6 minutes left to play. In regulation, we're tied at 14. 5 wide for the Steelers. Empty backfield for McAvenue on second and goal. McAvenue throws back of the end zone. But Barry, that's going to be an illegal touch. He went out of bounds and came back in. That'll be incomplete pass. Yep, illegal touch.
Offense.
You cannot go out of bounds and come back in and be the first person to touch the ball. Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Steelers from the 6-yard line. Now the clock runs, 5:48 and counting. 4 wide for the Steelers. 3rd and goal from the 6. 5 wide now. McAvenue in the gun. McAvenue back. McAvenue throws. Oh, it's caught. Eddie Terrell in the back of the end zone. A 6-yard touchdown catch by Eddie Terrell in his 2nd year out of North Carolina State. I thought he overthrew a receiver that was in the front part of the end zone. I didn't see Terrell until the last second. Great footwork by Terrell. And the Steelers go up 20-14. And now Garrett Brown for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Steelers lead it 21-14. 5:37 left. Still a lot of time for Houston. Live from Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. A lot of time left on the clock. Plenty of time for Houston to retaliate. 5:37 left. Kicking off will be Cody Meyer, the punter. He does the kickoff duties for the Steelers. And now the kickoff by Meyer. From the 2, Justice on the return. Deshaun Justice over the 25. And he gets out to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Houston will take over. 5:32 remaining. Pittsburgh up 21-14. Steelers trying to remain in first place in the AFC Central. Houston trying to get the major upset if they can come back and win this. Overall, Houston has played well today. 4 wide for the Texans. Warren in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Warren draws back. Warren throws near side. Caught by Xavier Hayes down the sideline. They might not catch him. 70 yards, touchdown, Houston. Xavier Hayes. In his 5th year out of Arizona State. It takes Houston one play, a 70-yard touchdown catch. He caught the ball, broke a tackle, and hit the afterburners. He was gone. TMG's got to like that. There you go. He had eyes in the back of his head. And now John Kim will come on for the extra point to tie the game back up. Kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 21 with 5:22 left here at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. It's been a good game. I didn't expect this game to be so good. On paper, Pittsburgh's a lot better. But you know what I always say? We don't play these on paper. And now John Kim will kick off for Houston. It's been quite the ball game. We still have 5:22 left. Kim will kick off. From the 1-yard line, Cody rushing over the 15-20 and rushing out to the 25. And that's where Pittsburgh will have it, 1st and 10. 5:18 left. If the Steelers lose, it opens the door for the Bengals and the Colts to tie them for first this week if they both win. And we have the Bengals and the Colts both playing tomorrow. The Bengals host the Giants, and the Colts will host the Browns. Starting at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow, not 8:30. Half hour later. 1st and 10 from the 25. McAvenue under center. McAvenue hands off to Marshall, and Marshall will lose a yard. On the tackle there, number 94, Kevin Terrell, the second-year defensive end out of West Virginia. Jimmy Jam along with TMG here tonight. The second half of our doubleheader. The Dolphins beat the Ravens 17-9 earlier today. On 2nd and 10 from the 24, McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. McAvenue is going to get sacked back at the 18-yard line. A loss of 6. Making the sack, Xavier Morgan, the defensive back on the corner blitz. And now it's 3rd and 16 for the Steelers. It was a delayed blitz there by Morgan. Just shot up through there and got the sack. Heads up play by Morgan. 4:35 and counting. And now it's a huge 3rd down for the Steelers. 3rd and 16 at their own 18-yard line. We're tied at 21. Steelers come out 3 wide to the near side. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. Throws outside. He overthrows Roper. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. It's a 3 and out for the Steelers. He overthrows Brent Roper, the tight end. It'll be 4th and 16. And now Cody Meyer will come on to punt. And the Texans will have a chance to take the lead now. Meyer gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 32-yard line by Donovan Aaron. And Aaron out to the 45. And the Texans have great field position at their own 45-yard line with 4:08 left in a tie ball game. Xavier Hayes, he's had a big game. 7 for 143 and 2 touchdowns. He gets a game ball. All right, let's see if Houston can take the lead now. First and 10 from their own 45. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back, throws, and it's nearly picked off by Ben DeRise, the safety. He couldn't hold on. That was a bad throw by Warren. They're lucky that wasn't picked off. They were looking for Xavier Hayes. He tried to force one in there, and DeRise almost made him pay. It'll be 2nd and 10. Houston from their own 45. 4:04 left. Tied at 21. Texans come out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws. Caught by Hayes. Coming across. A 4-yard gain out to the 49-yard line. Jake Craven on the tackle. Hayes just adds to his stats today. He's been on fire today. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Texans at their own 49. We're down to 3:47 and counting. We're tied at 21. Texans come out. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Sims to the Steeler 39-yard line. That's a gain of 12 and a Texan first down. Scott Sims, the tight end. First down, Houston. Keeps the drive alive. Keeps the clock moving. That's something else the Steelers have to be concerned about. Will there be time left if the Texans score? 1st and 10 from the Steeler 39. Warren in the shotgun. Warren to Henderson, a draw play, but that didn't fool the Steelers. Nate Childs is right there. That's going to be a 3-yard loss back to the 41-yard line. Childs in his 11th year out of Louisiana Tech. Gaming Reels in the house. What's up there, Gaming Reels? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome on in. We have a good one going on here in Pittsburgh. Under 3 minutes left in regulation. We're tied at 21. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Texans at the Steeler 41-yard line. Warren under center. Warren looking. Warren throws, caught by Hayes. Gets the first down out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a Houston first down. My old pal Gaming Reels in the house. Houston on the move. We're tied at 21. The Texans with nothing to play for. They've been eliminated from the playoffs already. And the Steelers in first place in the AFC Central. And the Texans are trying to get a massive upset as we're coming up on the 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Warren under center. Warren looking, throws, caught by Barker down the sideline. Barker in for the touchdown. Jake Barker, the rookie tight end out of Texas, a 27-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans go up 27-21. They may have left too much time on the clock, though. His first catch of the day, Jake Barker. "27 yards for the touchdown." And now John Kim will come on for the extra point to put the Texans up by 7. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Texans lead it 28-21. This game has gone back and forth all day. 2:11 left. Here at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. At the confluence of the Monongahela and the Allegheny that form the Ohio River. Yeah, but if they lose, they drop to 6-6. The Bengals and Colts are just one game back at 5-6. We could have a 3-way tie for first with 4 weeks to go. If the Steelers lose and the Bengals and the Browns, or the Bengals and the Colts both win tomorrow. Kim will kick off from the 2-yard line. Craven over the 15, 20, 25, and Jake Craven out to the 30-yard line. 2:07 left. Pittsburgh down by 7. They have all 3 of their timeouts. This one is setting itself up nicely for overtime. I wouldn't put it past it. We'll probably have the 2-minute warning after this play. I hope you've been doing well, gaming. We haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you, though. Don't be such a stranger. 4 wide. 1st and 10. McAvenue in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
McAvenue looking. Throws downfield. He overthrows his receiver. Incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 2:02 left. He was looking for Eddie Terrell. He overthrew him on the sideline. 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. We'll have the 2-minute warning after this play, in all likelihood. 4 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. Throws, caught by Shanklin. Out to the 38. 2-minute warning. Houston up 28-21 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Texans lead the Steelers 28-21. We're at the 2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Pittsburgh at their own 38-yard line. Both teams with 3 timeouts. 4 wide for Pittsburgh. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue drops back, throws, dumps it off to Shanklin. And Shanklin out to the 47, a gain of 9. First down, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stay in the hurry up. 5 wide, empty backfield. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue draws back. McAvenue steps up, throws deep downfield, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Mike Marshall out of the backfield. It was broken up by Toby Roberts. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. 1:37 left. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. Steelers down by 7, trying to force overtime. 4 wide for Pittsburgh. McAvenue under center. McAvenue draws back. Throws deep. Terrell makes the catch down to the 22-yard line. 31 yards down to the Houston 22. A touch pass, beautiful pass. They stay in the hurry up. 1st and 10, 1:19 left. McAvenue back. McAvenue looking, throws, back across. Caught by Goodwin down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 19 by James Goodwin. They stay in the hurry up. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue draws back. McAvenue throws to the end zone. It's knocked down. Incomplete. Nearly picked off by Zach Martin. 59 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and goal for Pittsburgh at the 3-yard line. Nice drive by Pittsburgh. They have to cash in, though. It would really be appropriate if this game went to overtime. It's been that kind of game. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. McAvenue under center.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Price in motion. McAvenue draws back. Throws back of the end zone, incomplete. Zach Martin broke it up again, the linebacker. This time, they were looking for Fernando Hayes, the 2nd-year receiver out of Pittsburgh. This game a lot funner than the last one. To be honest with you, that Dolphin-Raven game was kind of boring. Miami won 17-9. Yeah, that was close there, Gaming. You're right. 3rd and goal from the 3. Big 3rd down. McAvenue under center. 55 seconds. Price in motion again. McAvenue drops back. Throws to Marshall. Easy touchdown. Mike Marshall out of the backfield. A 3-yard touchdown catch. And now it's a 1-point game. The Steelers will kick the extra point to tie this one up. It was a well-designed play. Marshall was wide open out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up. That was on the Houston defense. Nobody picked him up out of the backfield. That was a blown coverage by Houston. Garrett Brown will come on for the extra point. 52 seconds. Pittsburgh may have left too much time. The extra point is up. And it's good. We're tied at 28. 52 seconds left. And Houston still has all 3 of their timeouts. All Houston needs is a field goal to win this game and score the major upset. It's been a very entertaining game, just like TMG said. Yep, they have all 3 of their timeouts, which is huge. When you have 3 timeouts, 52 seconds is a lot of time. Cody Meyer will kick off. It'd be different if they didn't have any timeouts. So Meyer will kick off for the Steelers. We're tied at 28. There's the kick. From the goal line, Justice over the 15, 20. Deshaun Justice out to the 24-yard line. So Houston, they need to go about 40 to 45 yards. About 45 yards to get to field goal range. Look at Warren's day, 326. I didn't know he's passed for that much. The record is 472, so he's about 110 yards off. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. 49 seconds. They have all three of their timeouts. All they need is a field goal, but they have to get to field goal range. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back, steps up, throws, caught by Henderson across midfield to the Steeler 47-yard line. 29 yards, and the Texans will go to the hurry up. They want to keep the Steeler defense out there. 33 seconds. 1st and 10, Warren looking. Warren rolls out. Warren's going to take off. He gets the first down and a lot more. Nobody there. Warren all the way down to the 28, a gain of 19. And the Texans take a timeout, and they're now in field goal range. Oh, bad coverage by Pittsburgh, both plays. They let Warren gain 19. You want this quarterback on the Patriots? He's slow. I mean, Davis Warren's slow. He's just having a great day. He's not the fastest quarterback. Yet the Steelers left the right side wide open. Yeah, he jogged for a first down. 1st and 10. It'd be a 45-yard field goal from here. The Texans trying to win it in regulation. They still have 2 timeouts. In the I formation. Warren fakes the handoff. Warren looking, throws outside, incomplete. Missed his receiver. 17 seconds left. If I'm Houston, I want to get a little bit closer. I would have 2 running plays if I was Houston and call timeout. I really wouldn't worry about that. Just get closer. There's only 17 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Everybody in tight. Whitsett in motion. Warren to Henderson around the outside. And Henderson, no gain. The Texans take a timeout. They have 1 left. James Brand, the linebacker, on the tackle. In his 7th year out of Chattanooga. 11 seconds left. If I'm Houston, I'm running a play. I'm going to run it and get a couple of more yards and then call a timeout and kick a game-winning field goal. What a game for the Texans, hanging with the Steelers like this. Yeah, I just run it right up the middle and keep it between the hash marks. They're going to go for the field goal now. And Pittsburgh will try to ice them. They call a timeout. So the Texans aren't even going to run another play. With 11 seconds left, they're going to try a 45-yard field goal by John Kim, the rookie out of Michigan State. Steelers attempting to ice him here. I would run one more too. I really would. But they want to try it from 45. Can the Texans take the lead? Again, a major upset brewing here. John Kim from 45, the rookie out of Michigan State. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed it. He missed it wide right. We remain tied at 28. Oh my goodness. Actually, he missed it wide left. It's hard to tell from that angle sometimes. Yeah, he's a rookie too. We remain tied at 28. Oh, he should have made that one. Look at the coach. Can't even look at him. I believe so there, TMG. This one has overtime written all over it. The Steelers will probably just run a play and go to overtime. This will be Houston's 3rd overtime of the season. They lost the first 2 to Denver and Kansas City. Well, they got 4 wide. They're going to try something. McAvenue looking, tries a Hail Mary, and it's incomplete. Guess they're looking for a pass interference. 3 seconds left. We're tied at 28. Those previous 2 overtimes by Houston, both on the road, at Denver and at Kansas City, they lost them both. 2nd and 10. This should be the last play of regulation. They're going to try another Hail Mary. They're trying to draw a pass interference. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws. And incomplete. We're going to overtime. We're live from Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 12 here at Jammin' Sports. The Texans 28, the Steelers 28. As we have some bonus football for you. Here we go. Who gets the coin toss? Look how even the game has been. Who wins the toss? The Steelers have won the toss. So, if Pittsburgh scores a touchdown on the opening drive, they win the game outright. Just like Dallas did against Philadelphia the other day. Anything less than a Pittsburgh touchdown, then Houston will get the ball. They'll get a possession. Overtime here in Pittsburgh. John Kim will kick off. The Steelers will get the ball first. From the goal line, rushing over the 10, 15, 20, and Cody rushing out to the 26-yard line as we start the overtime period. Now, we don't have ties. If we get through one overtime and it's still tied, we'll go to a second overtime. And so on and so on. We've never had a 3 overtime game. We've had double overtime 20 times. I was going over that the other day. 20 times in our past, in our sim season history, we've had double overtime games. First and 10 in the I formation. McAvenue under center. McAvenue, play action, looking. McAvenue throws near side, caught by Gibson, and Gibson gets out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 11. And that's Jackson Gibson, the fullback, in his 4th year out of Fresno State. Texans playing for a draft spot at 2-9. I have an easy solution to keep teams from tanking. What you do is, all the teams that made the playoffs, you do it like normal. The Super Bowl champion picks last, and etc. But for all the teams that don't make the playoffs, you go by best record for the first pick. And worst record would be like pick 18. Marshall up the middle. 4 yards out to the 41. That way there's still an incentive to keep playing and winning. It's an easy fix. I don't know why they don't do it. That's how I do it. You take all the teams that didn't make the playoffs and you go from best record to worst. That'd be the way to do it. You wouldn't tank anymore. McAvenue looking. On 2nd and 6, he's in trouble. He's going to take off. He stumbles over the 40-yard line. And he's down at the 42. A gain of 2 yards. I guess the paint on the 40-yard line tripped him up. The turf monster got him. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Steelers at their own 42. 6.5 minutes left in the first overtime. 5 receivers wide. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. McAvenue throws near side. Goodwin out of bounds at the 50. A gain of 8. First down, Pittsburgh. Yeah, num. Pittsburgh trying to avoid being upset here. If the Steelers win, they're guaranteed to still be in first place at the end of the week. And they'd be by themselves. But if they lose, that opens the door big time. 1st and 10 from midfield. We're tied at 28 in the first overtime. In the offset eye, McAvenue under center. McAvenue, play action. McAvenue throws deep. Caught by Eddie Terrell. Down to the 26. A gain of 24 for Terrell. First down, Pittsburgh. Steelers are saying enough is enough. Let's win this thing on the opening drive of overtime. We've let the Texans hang around all day. We need to put them away. 5:55 left in the first overtime. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Houston 26. Houston trying to hold on. Pittsburgh trying to win it with a touchdown. McAvenue hands off to Mike Marshall, and Marshall up the middle, down to the 21, a gain of 5 before being tackled by Eric Smith, the rookie out of Air Force. 2nd and 5 from the 21. If the Steelers just get a field goal, we keep playing. They need a touchdown to win it outright. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 21-yard line. 5:25 and counting. What the Texans need is a turnover here. 4 wide for the Steelers. McAvenue under center. McAvenue looking, throws, and that was nearly picked off. Oh my goodness. Ray Thomas, the safety, nearly picked it off for Houston. It'll be 3rd and 5. Yeah, that right side was wide open on the previous play. You're right. A missed opportunity there for the Texans. 3rd and 5 for Pittsburgh now at the Houston 21. Texans trying to hold them to a field goal. Steelers come out. McAvenue under center. McAvenue drops back. Throws. And it's incomplete. They're looking for Roper. And Kevin Potter breaks up the pass. The 4th-year safety out of Washington. It'll be 4th down. And this will be a 38-yard field goal attempt by Garrett Brown to give the Steelers the lead. They won't win here because they only can win it with a touchdown on the opening drive. If they get a field goal, Houston still gets a possession. But that does put Houston a little bit behind the 8 ball, though. Here we go. From 38 yards, Garrett Brown to give the Steelers the lead. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Steelers lead at 31-28. 5:04 left to play in the first overtime. Now then, the Texans are in 4-down territory now. They have to match the field goal to keep the game going. If they go for it on 4th down and don't get it, the Steelers win. If they turn it over, the Steelers win. Cody Meyer will kick off. Steelers up 31-28 in the first overtime. There's the kick. From the 2-yard line, Justice over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Deshaun Justice out to the 31. And that's where Houston will take over. 5 minutes left in the first overtime. Now Houston's also up against the clock. They have to match it before the 5 minutes runs out. Davis Warren, he still has a chance now. Well, he's still 113 yards behind the record. I don't think he's going to get it. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Steelers lead it 31-28. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren looking, steps up, going to take off, and Warren picks up the first down out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 15. Every time he takes off, I worry that he's going to fumble. First down, Houston. Ben DeRise, the safety, will get credit for the tackle on that one. Number 21. First down, Houston. .439 left in the first overtime. Steelers up 31-28. Houston trying to match it or exceed it and win the game. Yeah. Like an antelope in the wind. Warren throws. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 46. 4:25 left in the overtime. It's been a great game. No complaints. An unexpected great game. Houston's played out of their minds today. 4 wide. Warren under center. 2nd and 10. Warren fakes the handoff. Throws. Caught by Hayes. And Xavier Hayes to the Steeler 36-yard line. 18 yards. First down, Houston. It'd be a 53-yard field goal from here. But Houston is thinking touchdown. If the Texans score a touchdown, they win. We're in overtime here in Pittsburgh. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the first overtime. The Steelers got a field goal on the opening drive in overtime. Houston's on the move now. 5 wide, empty backfield. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws. Caught by Henderson. Down to the 28. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Gets them closer. It'd be a 45-yard field goal from here. Eldon Burns, the linebacker, on the tackle. This one going down to the wire. What the heck is going on here? It's been a fantastic game. Houston's been playing out of their minds. Davis Warren is getting close to 400 yards passing. 2nd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Warren back. Warren looking. Throws. And it's incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Pittsburgh had the ball first in overtime, but only managed a field goal. Houston now down to the Steeler 28. 3:20 left in the first overtime. Texans come out. 3rd and 2. They'll go for it on 4th. They have to. Well, they'll kick a field goal. In the I formation. Warren hands off to Henderson. Henderson picks up the first down. Out to the 25. A gain of 3. Yeah, it's been a wild game, Evil Dan. We thought this would be a blowout, but Houston has given the Steelers all they can handle here today. Warren, he's not thrown a pick. And I think he has 4 touchdown passes, if I'm not mistaken. He could set a record with 5. I think he's got 4, if I'm not mistaken. Under 3 minutes. 5 wide, Warren in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 25. Warren looking. Warren throws underneath. Caught by DJ Welch. Down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 13. First down, Houston. 2:35 and counting. I think all of Houston's touchdowns. No, he only has 3. He only has 3 touchdown passes because he ran one in himself. He has 3 passing and 1 rushing. Yeah, Miami won. Miami beat the Ravens. Ravens didn't play well. Miami won 17-9. 1st and 10 for the 12-yard line. Down to 2:25. Warren in the shotgun. Sanders goes out in motion. Empty backfield now. Warren looking. Throws. Incomplete. Ravens blow. Miami's now 6-6. The Ravens fall to 5-7. Houston here at 2-9. They have nothing to play for. They've been eliminated. The Steelers, though, are in first place in their division at 6-5. They have everything to play for. 2nd and 10 from the 12. Warren in the shotgun. Warren hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson down to the 7. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Pats are 4-7 in last place in the AFC East. No, they're not quite 1-14. Under 2 minutes left in the first overtime. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 7-yard line. Big 3rd down for Houston. They're looking for a touchdown. 4 wide, Warren under center. Warren draws back. Warren looking, steps up, throws. Touchdown! Houston! Donovan Aaron! They win it in overtime. Your final score, Houston with the upset, 34-31 over the Steelers. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Remember now, 8:30 Eastern tomorrow. Good night, everybody.